So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to fit the drain plug and the gauze sump filter. So all we're going to do with the drain plug, which has a magnetic tip, which is great for catching any bits of steel. If there's steel on there, then we've got a problem. Obviously it won't capture any alloy that wears, but any steel that comes off, like the tappets, the camshaft, or the bearings, or something like that, then we know there's a problem. So just have a new copper washer on that. And what I sometimes do, and I'm going to do this time, if I can open this, there it is. I'm going to put some thread lock on. I'm not sure about this, but the reason I put in thread lock on is not because I want to lock it, but to stop the oil going down. It's got a copper washer on, but I always think putting a bit of thread lock on just stops that oil sneaking down past the threads. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's what I do. Not saying it's always a brilliant idea, but why not? I always say why not. Is it going to do any harm? I don't think so, so let's do it. Okay, and that way I don't have to do up that drain plug too tight, because obviously the last thing we want to do is strip it. Then we've got the sump filter. So we've got the housing, and we've got a sort of D-shaped washer, crush washer, plate, the actual gauze, cover and circlip. So what we've done obviously is we've taken it all apart and given it a really good clean, got rid of all the gunge. There's always gunge sitting in the bottom of that, that's what it's for. Okay, so then let's see if we can get this back together. So we've got the crush washer. I don't think it matters which way round it goes. I'm going to put this side towards the head. I don't think it matters. And we put the plain washer, if we can get it on. Sometimes you have to like screw it on down the threads. There we go. Then inside we've got the actual gauze. Again, obviously all been cleaned out. And in theory that just slides back in. Now, of course we're on camera, so there's no way it's going to slide back in. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very kindly. And then that little washer on top, and then we've got this little circlip, which I'm going to attempt to put in. There we go. It's only a thin little circlip. Obviously, like any circlip, we make 100% sure that it's in the groove. Yeah. And again, I'm going to put a little bit of Loctite on, both as a lubricant. I was doing this up. I want to be very careful of the thread in here. You really don't want to be messing that thread up. I mean, that's one thread that I haven't been able to run a tap through because, of course, I haven't got a tap big enough. So what I've had to do in that case is I just gently oiled the actual nut, the actual filter housing, and just gently ran it in a couple of times. And now it's nice and smooth. And I happen to have a socket that's the right size, which is great. Okay, I'll do them up. I'm not sure that these have got a torque setting. I'll go and have a check now. I'll just do them up a bit. Don't think there's a torque on them, but this thread here is coarse. It's UNC. What is it? United something coarse. Oh, I can't remember, but UNC. So that's a coarse thread. So that'll take a bit of tightening. But this thread is UNF, something fine. So that's a lot of more delicate thread, especially in aluminium. So you really don't want to be stripping that. So I'm going to do this up there. I'm sure that's fine. It's got a brush washer on. It's got the Loctite on, so that's fine. If it does leak a bit, it leaks a bit, and then you can always tighten it up later on. So that one will take a bit of tightening. This one, be careful. You really don't want to strip that. Okay, so we've got the sump filter and the drain plug in. Hurrah.